What is going on, guys? This is Xbox Architect here, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I really hope you enjoy what you see. It's been a little while since I've posted on here. I've been super busy doing a bunch of other stuff, but I got some fresh motivation, and I also got this pretty cool little modern house to show you here. Figured I'd take you around the outside, show you what we got going on the inside, just give you a little tour around the place. So without babbling on about a whole bunch of random stuff, if you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe button to stay up to date with all the future content I have coming towards you, and let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so since we're already on the outside, I figured I'd go ahead and start by showing you the exterior. Now, when I start building these modern houses, I typically like to think about what is the essence of a modern house? What makes a modern house look modern? And obviously, that's a pretty subjective, opinionated question, but to me, a modern house has a lot of neutral colors, a couple of wood accents, and certainly a lot of boxy geometric designs, and I think that was all incorporated pretty well in this design. But as you can see, we have this little path that goes around the side of the house. Takes you into the back of the property. Everything back here is pretty nice, well maintained, simple lines, nothing too crazy. But another thing I do when I build these houses is think about how would I ideally spec this house out if it was a real house. You know, if this was my dream property and I had the opportunity to build it, what would I want? And I certainly would want luxury amenities like an infinity pool and a hot tub. Plenty of lounge seating by the pool, nice little sitting area, outdoor dining table, and a decently sized patio to be able to accommodate as many guests as you need. But another thing I really like to do is have these bonfires, or little campfires, I guess you could say. So I certainly did also want to include a little fire pit area here in front of the infinity pool. But as we come around back to the front of the house on this side, again, just thinking about how I would spec my own house out. I am a little bit of a car guy, so I do like to include sizable garages, and in this particular case, we do have a 3-car garage, plenty of space in the driveway, but we also have this little water feature here. I do like to add water features even if they don't necessarily serve a function, but in this particular case, it does add a nice little extra decorative element. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. We'll start off on the main path that leads up to the house next to the driveway. We'll come up these stairs, and at the front of the house you're immediately met with this huge overhang porch. You can throw some furniture in there. I suppose if this was real life you could have some couches and sit and watch the rain when it comes. Possibilities are endless. But we'll come in this front door, and immediately when we walk in the house we see that we have some pretty tall ceilings. Everything's very open concept, and another thing I really wanted to go for was simplicity. I mean, when I think of a modern house, I don't think of anything too complicated, so there's not a whole ton of artwork filling up the walls. There's just a couple of plant features, the occasional painting thrown throughout. Nothing super crazy. But let's just start with this room right off to the left. It's a decently small room, nothing super crazy. Just got a couple of shelving units on this wall, little filing cabinet, and a computer desk. Basically, this is just a little office space. And then we also have this small room underneath the staircase. There's really nothing to it. It's just a storage space. I like to throw elements like this in there because, I mean, just thinking from a realism standpoint, one thing I've definitely learned is you can truly never have enough storage. I mean, at least personally, I have so much stuff, I really have no idea where to put it all, so I like to put little things like that in there just from a realism standpoint. But this main little area when you walk in the front door, you might be asking yourself, what is this thing? And it's actually supposed to be a pool table. I had all this extra space right here and I was thinking to myself, what can I do with that? And I thought a little bit more and I was like, you know, if I was entertaining guests, I would certainly want to have a little rec space, so that's exactly what it is. There's not a basement in this house or anything, so I figured I would throw that in there. But as we walk past that pool table, you'll end up in the main living room. We got nice floor-to-ceiling windows, a couple of storage shelves up on that wall, plenty big sectional sofa, a couple of extra lounge seats, big flat screen TV, Huge fireplace, decorative chandelier up on the ceiling. And then we'll walk over here onto the other side of this pool table and we got the kitchen. Like I said, it's all very open concept, flows well together. We got this eat-in kitchen island with some seating. This is just supposed to be a wet bar with a sink and a little wine fridge. It's all very basic, nothing super crazy with the cabinets or anything, but we do have this cool little stove oven area with a decorative hood. Fridge next to that. Double wide sinks in the island and a dishwasher. And then this room right offside the kitchen here is a dining room. Like I said, nothing super crazy. Basic table, seats 6. We got this feature wall right here with some modern style shelving, couple of plants. And then if we come across to the other side of the kitchen, we can go through this sliding glass door and end up on that main patio area. Now, there's really not a whole ton of sense in explaining everything out here again, because obviously I already did, but you know, looking out from the back of the house here, I guess if this was a lake house, you'd have a pretty decent view, but I guess that all depends on location. This is a standalone house, so there's really not much to see. We'll come back inside. And then this small room right behind the kitchen is basically just supposed to be a mud room / laundry room area. So we have some linen shelves. These are basically just supposed to be laundry and washer and dryer machines. Then through this doorway back here, we have a little powder room or bathroom, depending on where you're from and what you call it. Just a basic vanity and toilet. But then this door right here leads you into the garage. Now, I don't typically furnish my garages because, let's face it, it's just a garage. I mean, sure, in real life there'd be cars and whatnot in there, but, you know, the Minecraft scaling and trying to build a car out of blocks, it really just doesn't work. So I typically just leave these empty, but it is a little bit lower than the rest of the house, so there are these stairs to go down. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way up to the second level. We'll just go up the staircase, and it'll pop you out on this balcony that overlooks into the living room and pool table area. We got these nice big windows that overlook the front of the house. And I guess we'll just go ahead and start off with this first bedroom here on the right. All these bedrooms are pretty basic. They're all laid out relatively the same. We got carpet, decent sized bed, some shelving, plant features over on that wall. That's basically just supposed to be a dresser. And then behind these double doors we have a closet, but there's really nothing much to show there. Obviously you might be thinking, this is a bedroom. Obviously these windows, they're too big, you know, people are gonna look in. You don't have any curtains or anything. Well, there's not really an ability to do that in Minecraft. I guess in real life you'd have plenty of curtains and whatnot for privacy. After all, it is a bedroom, you know, people change and do other activities in here. But we'll come through this door, and this is basically just a Jack and Jill bathroom. And for those that don't know what Jack and Jill means, it's basically just a bathroom that connects 2 bedrooms together. So we have a shared shower, toilet, and double vanity. The banners are basically just supposed to be mirrors. We'll come through this other door right here. And again, same basic idea with this second bedroom. Decent sized bed, carpeted floors, floor to ceiling windows, shelving, plant features, dresser, and of course behind the double door is another closet. Let's just come back out into this main hallway though, and we have one more door, one more bedroom, and this is the master. The only difference between the master and the other bedrooms is it's slightly bigger. Again, still have the floor to ceiling windows, carpeted floors, shelf, plant feature, but this time we also have a little entertainment center. We come through this one door on the back wall right here, and this is the private ensuite bathroom. So we do have a shower, toilet, and double vanity. And then behind this last door over here is the walk-in closet. We got plenty of storage space and shelving for your wife to keep her shoes. Might be a bad joke, but it's true in some circumstances. Alright, and that's going to wrap up this house tour. There's really not much else to show you. For me, this was a relatively small build. I do have a lot more bigger ones coming up, but nevertheless, I do hope that this video maybe inspired you to take some of these elements and add them into your own builds. And I also hope that you just overall enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button, and please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the content that I have coming at you in the future, where I will be taking you through some of my bigger, more complicated builds. And trust me, that's something you're going to want to see. This is relatively minuscule compared to some of the other stuff. So stay tuned for that, and I hope to see you back here.